I'm going to say this, and I'm going to leave this shit alone. But everybody is asking for mercy for the good immigrants. And I get all immigrants are not criminals. And some of them are here living and doing the right thing. They really are. But if you think that if my black ass went over to Mexico, you think they'll treat me like that? If I live next door to them and went to their
Facts.
country, you think they'll help me?
Facts.
Or do you think they'll help you? If you were an immigrant and went over into their country, do you think that they would do all for you that we do for them? No, they would not. They'll treat you like total shit. Kill you, do all. I ain't gonna even say all that on here, but no, they won't. But they want sympathy over here in our country because it's the promised land. They're able to work, strive, and take care of their kids and all that. I get that. I do. But give the American people an opportunity as well.
Now, I'm not necessarily a fan of all of the crazy tattoos and the way that people move and all of that, but that's not what we're here for today. And so the first thing that I'm going to do, like I always do, is give credit to the content creators. So that link will be down in the description. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Also, teach Hanley 40% off your first order plus 20% off of life. Now, with that being said, she's absolutely right. Absolutely right. And most people understand that other governments and other countries, they want you because you have something to contribute into the economy. You have some way in which you add value and you build houses and you bring the American dollar over to their country, and so you feed into their economy and you become a contributing member, and so they're cool with it. And if you look at the requirements to become a citizen or even to be able to live in certain countries, they require you to do certain things, and if you don't meet that expectation, by God, you will be handled accordingly. And so, because other people are not familiar with other countries, or they are not well traveled and they're not familiar with what happens or what the requirement is, or they haven't even researched it and looked it up, they only know what's being fed to them by the media. And so it tugs on their heartstrings, which then forces you to vote a certain way. But the reality is that is not what you think it is. And you are so naive and you are so disillusioned. And this is the reason why you have this sentiment. This is the reason why you think the way that you think. This is the reason why you're so horrified at the fact that people that broke the law, which you can't break the law in some other country, boy, listen, I am terrified of breaking the law in somebody else's country. Here, I'm an American citizen. Yep, I don't mind getting a ticket, parking in the place that I didn't supposed to park in, even speeding a little bit. All right, cool. I'll take my ticket because I understand the country, I understand the rules, whatever. Go over into some of these other countries and think that you could. You ain't getting away with nothing. We just seen some stories over the last couple of years of different people. Turks and Caicos, you get caught up over there, you can do 10 years just for having something inside of a piece of an ammunition inside of your book bag that you forgot that it was in there. You don't even know if they was planning on them. Go over there in Dubai. There's plenty of women. That trucker chick that was over there acting a fool and thought that she was going to get out of hand and get mouthy with somebody. And next thing you know, they was trying to figure out how to get her back home and calling the congressman and the legislators that was in her town or wherever she was from. Terrified of breaking the rules and doing something I'm not supposed to do when I'm in another country. And that's why I'm on my best behavior. Try that junk in another country if you want to, but people can break the rules. They ain't even got to come over here legally. They ain't got to declare nothing. They ain't got to even show themselves to be who they are. They just show up. They break the law. They beat up police officers. They rape people. They pillage. They plunder. They steal. They rob. They kill. And then they get released out to the streets. And we just supposed to be like, cool, no big deal. Let's protect them. Not only let's protect them, let's use our tax dollars to make sure that we take care of them. Shelter them, food, clothing, give them schooling, teach them English, all of this stuff. And for what? For what? Absolutely right. Let's dig.
Give it to them as well. That's all I'm saying. If they done us the same way we do them, people probably wouldn't have a problem with it. But if you go into those countries, you're not going to get what you get over here. Just be real. You're not. Half of the Mexican people you meet in the street be nasty and rude, don't want to speak, all type of shit. Like, I'm sorry that they got to go back. You know, especially the ones that done built a whole little life over here for them and stuff. Hopefully they saved up enough money. Now they're going back, they can go back to their country and live pretty decent because our money is worth more over there. So if they were smart and thinking, they should have been saving that money because they never know all good things must come to an end. They should have knew Trump. They should have been preparing themselves when he started running.
Why would they do that when the expectation is for them to get a free handout? Because the Biden administration has set things in place, and previous administrations said that you can live here forever. We're not even going to trip. Birthright citizenship, DACA, overstay your visa, do whatever you want to do when you want to do it. Hey, land of the free, home of the brave. You a citizen too. Even you may even have rights. Over in Chicago, they protecting them. They're protecting them over in Chicago. They saying here's a card. This is your rights. Oh, don't open the door. Shut up and do what you want to do. That's what's happening over in Chicago.
They should have been saving and putting it together
And they do
then.
send a lot of money back home.
Because all he been talking about is a mass deportation. I mean, so if they haven't been saving up that money from working in hospitals and hotels and restaurants and construction working and doing all that, instead of paying and having other family members smuggled over here, they should have been saving it for when they have to go back. It is what it is. And it's not a debate, and I'm not going to debate with y'all. You can say whatever you want to say. You can feel however you need to feel, and you can say whatever you need to say on this post. But it ain't going to change my mind how I think or feel about anything. Our people go over there, get murdered. Don't even... Because you do have a lot of American people who go over there, and terrible things happen to them, and they don't come back home.
We still ain't found out what happened to Shanquella at all. Everybody forgot about that. Moved on with their lives. Focus on Diddy.
Because the cartel be looking for anybody to do the unthinkable too. And everybody's a threat in their country if you're not from over there. They treat their own people like that. And I get the ones that are trying to flee from that. I do. But go to another country. Go to another country. You don't have to come to America. You don't have to come here. Go to another country. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I mean, kids going to be, Trump is, the child born here and the parents not. And
birthright citizenship was not supposed to be for the way they're finessing it today. They finessing the system.
I mean, he ain't caring. He thinking about the American people. He not thinking about nobody else. The American people. And it's about time somebody thought about just us and not the other country and the other people.
That's a fact. That's 100% fact. It's about time that we close off everything, got ourselves back in order, back in line, get America back in order. And anybody that want to come over here, you can come over here legally and do it the right way. Other than that, we don't want to hear from you. We don't want to hear about it. We don't want to hear your tears. I used to get a whooping when I was a little kid, and my parents said it's going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you. And it absolutely made me a better person as a result of it. This is what's happening to you. It's your time. It's your time. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. I love y'all. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace.